Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. I say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you could reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free 50 caliber musket or flintlock pistol with every IT purchase this month to celebrate the 4th of July. Go to toppingtechnologies.com to learn more. Lastly, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Nvidia may be preparing a new AI chip for the Chinese market to comply with the export bans of the US, which makes perfect sense considering that is the hottest thing in IT is AI chip manufacturing, and Nvidia, pretty much the biggest bar none. They are the 800-pound gorilla in the room, and pretty much no one else could touch them. Now, every other manufacturer in IT, pretty much every high-end IT company from Microsoft to Meta, Facebook, they're all starting to, and even Google, they're all starting to make their own AI chips. But right now, Nvidia is still the industry leader, bar none. Now, this is brought to us thanks to sources over at Reuters, and they say, quote, exclusive Nvidia preparing version of new flagship AI chip for the Chinese market, sources say. Now, I was going to say, we'll go ahead and pull up their ridiculously good stock trajectory, which, geez Louise, again, not financial advice. Hindsight's always 2020 when it comes to investing. Man, I wish I personally bought stock Nvidia years ago. I have a couple of friends who work there. Let's just say they'll never leave anytime soon because the employees are given quite exceptional compensation packages. And yeah, they split the stock. They split the stocks to $100. It's already up to 122.82, at least as of today. Granted, by the time this video is rendered, it will already be changed because that's what the stock market does. But going to actual substance, they say, quote, Reuters Singapore division by Fanny Polkin says, quote, Nvidia is working on a version of its new AI flagship model for Chinese market that would be compatible with current U.S. export controls, for sources familiar with the matter say. The AI chip giant in March revealed its Blackwell chip series, which is due to be the mass-produced later this year. The new processors combine 2 squares of silicon the size of the company's previous offering. Within the series, of B200, which, again, they're an exceptionally brilliant company. I'm not sure about the marketing. The B200, I mean, B2, reminiscent of cool engineering manufacturer World War II. You got the B2, no, what era was that? The B2 bomber? I'm trying to think, what's a B200? Nevertheless, the B200 is 30 times speedier than its predecessor at some tasks, like serving up answers for chatbots, which, again, AI chatbots is a whole thing in and of itself. Nvidia will work with Inspire, one of its major distributor partners in China, on the launch and distribution of the chip, which is tentatively to be named the B20, 2 sources say. Shipments of the B20 are planned to start second quarter of 2025, separate source also told Reuters. Granted, this also helped. There's just this rumor had their stock jump up about 4% as the news of this. They do know that China accounted for around 17% of Nvidia's revenue in the year to end January. In the wake of US sanctions sliding, wow, it came down from 26% 2 years earlier, which, again, that's, yeah, if I was Jensen is still the founder and CEO of the company of Nvidia, I can't imagine. Yeah, you definitely need to make the new chip that'll comply with U.S. export laws so they can sell that ginormous market, which, yeah, they say that they're also on track to sell over 1 million of its H20 chips to China this year, upwards of worth of $12 billion, according to a council analyst over at Semi Analysis. Now, they say that the U.S. wants the Netherlands and Japan to further restrict chipmakers' equipment to China so they can't start making their own. The Biden administration has also preliminary plans to place guardrails around most of the most advanced AI chipset models, the core software of artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT. So again, another great example of politics may not be, you may not be interested in politics, but it very much cares about you and your businesses. Again, depending on what chips they are or are not allowed to export, that's a big part of the market they can't get. So yeah, this is, again, just a rumor for now, but I think there's a high chance that they're actually making a new AI chip to comply specifically to make the U.S. government happy while at the same time selling to one of the largest markets out there. And it'll be interesting to see who tries to catch up with them. Again, everyone's starting to build their own foundries, trying to compete with the big guys, but you know me, as I always say, time shall tell. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.